Money. The very first thing that is necessary to survive in this world. The abundance or the lack of it can drastically change your social status and the assumptions people have on you. Somehow these small pieces of paper or their numerical value in our balance enable you to get goods and services from places you've never even been to. Time is money. You've all heard that phrase before, but let me explain it to you anyway. You don't have to grow your own food if you can pay someone else to do it. We pay the bills so we don't have to pump our own water and run in the hamster wheel to keep the lights on. We could, but we'd rather spend our time doing something else. Basically, the more money you have, the more nitpicky you can be when it comes to choosing your problems. But this also means being broke will have you doing a lot of things you don't want to. As I said in the last video, I came to Malta to find a job, but Malta has a rather low minimum wage for Europe, ranking 9th with less than 5 euros per hour, with the cost of living being similar to France's but with lower rent. That's less than half of what I made last year working as an elementary school staff in France, and that's a low paying job. The original goal was to leave with more money than I came with, and now it's been 30 days. I'm actually on my flight back home running this, and by the way, it's my birthday, and I'm down to 100 plus euros. So why did I choose to come get a job here instead of getting one back home? Well, the short answer is this. Before the long answer, grab a seat and make yourself comfortable because this video is 16 minutes and 47 seconds long. I've definitely had a lot of fun in Malta. I got to live with roommates for the first time. Wait, no. It's my second time. The first time was a skiing trip with the university, but it only lasted a week. Speaking of which, the third time will be the same. I managed to get a spot on that skiing trip I told you about in the last video, but we're getting sidetracked here. Let's get back to the original topic. I got to live with roommates. It was really fun. We did so many stupid things that it puts a smile on my face just thinking about it. I got to party. I even went skiddy dipping with strangers I met 2 hours before. But aside from that, I didn't really make time to visit because I was working long hours trying to earn as much as possible, and the weather hasn't been very well. According to the local news, it hadn't rained that much since they came. Getting a job in Malta is the easiest thing. Some industries are always hiring, even people without any experience. iGaming is a big deal here. A lot of companies move their headquarters here to pay less taxes, so they hire pretty much anyone that knows multiple languages in customer service. Restaurants are always looking for staff, especially during peak season in summer. The number of tourists booms, so they need extra help. And you also have a bunch of options searching online on websites like jobsinmalta.com. There's even this place called JK Security Services that helps you find a job according to your skills in a lot of fields and not just security like I thought they did. What I did and what I was advised to do is go door to door and ask for a job and hand out my resume. Again, it works even better in summer, but I got a positive answer pretty fast. I got hired in a restaurant after a trial shift and started working. And then I fell into the habit of working, editing, hanging out with my roommates and sleeping, breaking the habit only once or twice per week by partying after work or going on little adventures on my days off. Every morning, while I almost get to kiss my crush in my dreams, Julien wakes up and goes to work. He's a French student, but he chose Malta for his overseas internship. What he does there is a bunch of tasks to preserve the local environment, but every now and then he gets to take care of sea turtles and release them into the ocean. That day was one of those days, and I decided to tag along. Little did we know that there was a holiday. There's nobody here, so nobody to open the door. So, we can't see the turtles. So we visited the nearest village instead.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better. But baby, you don't belong.
Marsterschlag is a fishing village with a bunch of small Maltese boats, which all have eyes by the way. We just took a walk along the harbor and headed home. And on the way home, we realized to which extent this country wasn't designed with us pedestrians in mind. Anyway, that same day we went at the other end of the island to catch the sunset. Look at my hair! What drives me? What makes me move forward? What stories do I want to tell? These are questions I always ask myself whenever I feel lost. This happens a lot more than I'd like to admit, and especially in winter. It's like my thoughts become cloudy and I can't think of anything to do and lose sight of my goals. I found that listening to music and writing stuff down helps me get out of that state and bring back some clarity on the direction I'm headed to and whatever I'm trying to achieve. I'm happy, grateful for everything I have, and I always see the good in every situation, but even I get hit by seasonal depression and get sluggish, lazy, and gloomy to some extent. Adding to that, the fact that December is not my month, shitty stuff always happens to me in December, so coming here was an opportunity for me to change the narrative. It's only in the last few days of the trip that I completely broke free of the routine. I had released my video on YouTube and worked my last shift. I was therefore as free as a bird and finally started visiting. Only thing is, I only had time for one last adventure. So we woke up at 5 and took the first bus to catch the sunrise at the best spot in Malta.
Based on what I touch, liaisons with great ones, play baseball with that drum. 8 balls my hunch, take y'all on that hunt. 8 ball my fake calls, my 8 balls my one. It appears to me like a hole in the sun. Make me move with reason or moving reasonably, stand my ground and don't run. Make me dance around what I've done, make my bank count my sum. Gave me extra scenery, ecstasy in me, take control of my tongue. Sticks and stones in the garbage, Brody we never be finished. Cops ask for my name, but I don't even speak English. It's just because of my pigment, it's because of the way that I walk. In and out back in the country, hungry since I've been back in New York.
We made it to the cave. Right there.
Là on est bien là. Là c'est pas mal.
Once we got in, we thought the cave was shallow, but after taking a closer look, we found a path that led us deep inside. And right before leaving, we found another one that led us to a wider and brighter part of the cave. So that was cool, amazing experience. I'm so glad we came here and on a sunrise. It's even better than I thought it would be. But the fun doesn't end here. We're leaving now to go to Blue Grotto and we're going on a boat ride. That's gonna be super cool. Or so we planned to do, but on our way back to the bus stop, we took a little detour through a building that looked abandoned. Ton sac. We're here.
In this exposed part of the coastline. Yes. Je suis pas trop d'accord.
I'm not sure if the conditions are good for a boat ride, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. No boats. Wind is too strong. Whoa, wow. Look.
Yeah. Wow.
Very nice.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No, 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 no. Yeah. All of my friends say.
As we got closer to the edge of the cliff, we found onions and started playing with them.
Ok, d'accord, toi tu m'en vas jusque là.
Ah, je pleure. C'est comme ça en fait. C'est pour ça qu'on pleure avec les oignons.
Voilà.
T'approches pas! Parce que c'est dangerous.
Ah oui, mais après ça a été motivé parce que c'est un jeu. Voilà, encore une fois, le contenu. Toujours. Toujours, tu t'arrêtes jamais. Tu t'arrêtes jamais d'arrêter.
Non mais Julien, ouais,
Et je fais des pauvres, mais dans les cours d'ici là.
Pourquoi il fait ça?
Yeah.
Bon moi je me casse, hein, je te
Faut me claquer ou pas autant?
Non!
J'ai l'oignon dans la tête.
No, but seriously, doesn't this look like an Apple wallpaper or something? It's stunning. Stunning. Visually stunning.
Nous avons notre champion. Yo.
C'est ça notre vidéo.
Ouais.
Coming to work in Malta made clear in my mind that let alone a job that pays me by an hourly rate, I'll never settle for anything outside of a creative career. Becoming a digital nomad has been a distant goal of mine for 2 years now, and this is finally starting to look real. I just realized the huge amount of work it's gonna take to get there, and I'm more than happy to start this journey. Me, a master procrastinator. Could you imagine? Although I didn't make a profit during this trip, I just spent more than I earned. I gained back some of the work ethic I used to have back in elementary school. And I'm even more motivated to find my voice and scream it louder. There's so many things I'm gonna have to do for the next few weeks. I now need even more money than I did before, and I'm not gonna apply for another job, so I'll try another solution. thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and maybe consider subscribing. But before you go, I got a little present for those of you who stayed until the end. Huge shout out to Julien, who put up with my bullshit for the entire month. He's one of the funniest guys I know. Here's a little compilation of him being a dumbass.
Bonjour, et comme disait Voltaire, qui n'est pas beau crache un seau d'eau. Bonjour.
Dedans, c'est quoi? Non, c'est 7. C'est 7.
Non, 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 c'est final.
Fais des trucs plus malaisants. Hein?
Bonjour.
Attention à la
Bonjour. Pour commencer, je citerai Voltaire qui disait qu'il n'est pas beau chie un seau d'eau.
Non. Fais des screens.